Okay, so this is Echo Zephyr, and first video in a long time. What if Deku was from the Promised Neverland? I'm not going to go too far into this, but basically, what's going on is Deku. By the way, you should watch the Promised Neverland if you don't exactly know what's going on. So yeah, so Deku is from the Promised Neverland. I'm just adding a character to the Promised Neverland plot line. And what exactly happens in the Promised Neverland, you should actually know. And if you don't, then you can come back to this video after you've watched it. And I'm not going to go into the events that happened in the Promised Neverland. Unless somebody asked me to, then I probably would. But I'm also slightly changing the events of the Promised Neverland. For one, Season 2 is not really part of this series, okay? And as per Season 1, we'll just sum around the ending there for Deku and that. Also, Bakugo and Deku do not know each other quite yet. Okay? They do not know each other as childhood friends. Okay? So, basically, what happened is Deku, he was just another character in the Promised Neverland. We're actually gonna have Deku be around the age of 9 or 10. It doesn't really matter which. We're gonna just say that he's about 9 to 10. I don't really care. 9, about to turn 10. Okay. And he escaped along with Emma, Ray, Norman. Oh, Norman. Oh, gosh. Along with Emma, Ray, Gilda, and the others. I don't know who they are. So what happened is they escaped and they found their way to civilization, aka they just found their way into the My Hero Academia part of the world, okay? With quirks and magic and everything, okay? Now, I'm just saying, to make a bit of sense out of this, I'm just going to say that the Promised Neverland, they only had quirkless people there. It's like they captured and did this to quirkless people of all things for reasons called they aren't as troublesome. Okay? Now, what's current... So yeah, Deku does not have an obsession with heroes. Anyway, so once they got into, the My Hero Academia part of the world, they're in the same universe now, and don't ask me how the pro heroes didn't find out about the demons and whatever. That doesn't matter. Also the demons, they can walk around in pure daylight in front of people, except for the, quirkless ones and whatever that they're capturing and whatever. Yeah, the demons, the more humane-looking ones, I guess, they are allowed to walk around in this place, okay? And the thing is, it took Deku and the others a while to figure out, no demons, it's only people, and we're fine. Get it? They discovered a few things about the world before this group of literal children, before this group of children was found by adults. Yeah, basically they lived in a forest and didn't get caught, really. Yeah, so, I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, they looked around and everything, and they didn't see any demons so far. So, yeah. Once they got into the world, they didn't really want to talk about their past, okay? They're not going to go reporting, they actually don't want to go reporting to pro heroes that, hey, there's demons and a farm and whatever. Okay, because for one, not very believable, even in this world. For two, maybe because that could cause a lot of problems in this part of the world, and this place doesn't seem to be affected by them. So they just think maybe we should just leave it be for now. Okay. They're just trying to create a world for themselves. They're also, about like the orphanages, and they had to leave like the little kids behind, I'm pretty sure. I think so. Maybe. I guess. We're gonna go if they did. So they also need to go back there. They also know that this part of the world has things that they can do. Like, they can learn things before they go back there. Get it? They're basically trying to I don't know. I don't care at this point. And anyway, so now comes the day when Izuku Midoriya is going to be called Izuku Midoriya, okay? So far, Izuku had only been called Izuku. Nothing else, okay? Or he's also called by his numbers, but those don't matter. Anyway, so once they entered the world, we're going to say that they're wearing like scarves and whatever. It's just like they don't want nobody to see their numbers. But, it's kind of weird if you saw a bunch of kids wearing the same clothing, all walking in a group down the side of the street with no adults that you could identify them with. I'm pretty sure you would have to ask them about things, and they didn't really want to have attention brought to them. So what they did is they split into groups. And one of those groups being Izuku and who else would be with Izuku? We're gonna say it's Izuku and like Emma? Yeah, sure, Izuku and Emma. They split up. No, actually, I think Emma would want to be a Ray. Also, we're gonna just say that like Norman's also somewhere in this place, okay? And, okay, so what's going on is, we're going to say it's Deku with Gilda. Yeah, Gilda. Also, like, nobody calls Izuku Deku because, nobody gave him that nickname. Gonna say it's Izuku and Gilda, because they could make it out that they're siblings if they ever get confronted. Now, what happens next is Izuku and Gilda, they go like, they're walking around basically, and, they're wearing the weird orphanage clothing. And when they're walking around, like, one person comes, like, a hero, they like bump into a hero, okay? And the hero, they don't matter currently, okay? So the hero just said, oh, sorry about that, because, like, I guess, like, Deku fell down. And they helped him up, because this is, like, one of the good heroes. Like, one of the heroes that has good intentions. Before they say, hey, kid, where are your parents? Or kids, actually, plural. And followed by Gilda and Izuku just being like, They just think, oh no, in their brains. Before, we're gonna say Izuku said something. We're gonna say, Izuku just says, oh, we're going back to meet up with our mom. She had a location for us to meet with her at. Yeah, we were splitting up for a minute. We wanted to go play. And the only reason I'm saying this is because there's a park nearby, okay? And they're going back to meet up with their mom. And they can do say, she had to go get groceries. Okay, that's what they say. Actually, Gilda's older than Izuku currently, I just realized. Never mind, they're the same age, whatever age that is. Okay? Izuku's the same age as Gilda, and Gilda's like I'll look that up on my phone later. That doesn't matter. So what happens is Izuku, well, not Izuku, the pro hero just says, oh, well, by the way, currently they were actually just going back to meet up with the rest of the kids because they'd been exploring for a day, figuring out the world, the lay of the land. Okay? And the pro hero just says, well, it's nearing sundown. Maybe I should take you to her. And over here, they just sweat for a second before Gilda just says, it's okay, we can go alone. I mean, after all, I don't want to get in your way. And what happens is, the guy just insists. He insists for a second, and then they see Inko, Izuku's mom, and they say, oh. And they both say, oh. Well, not both of them, Gilda just says, oh, that's actually our mom over there. She must have been slightly concerned that we're late. And they go run over to Inko. And the pro hero just shrugs off and goes on with their life. And once they get over to Inko, they just sigh and go, oh gosh, that was so stressful. Before they realize, oh wait, Inko. And I say, hello, miss. Because Inko, I looked at them oh wait, what? Why are you guys running towards me? And, by the way, Inko didn't get in this one. And what happens is, Inko just says, hello. Why did you guys leave that pro hero? And come running over to me of all people. It's kind of confusing here. And what happens is Gilda just says, oh, we need to get home, and we're kind of on a curfew here, and the pro hero is offering to walk us home, and we didn't want to look like babies to mom and dad, so we just told him that you were one of our parents and ran off. 'Cause the green hair. Inko just said, why wouldn't you want a pro hero to take you home? It doesn't make sense. And by now they just know, what should we do? And that just followed by Deku just saying, anyways, we should just be on our way now. As we said, curfew. And Inko just leaves it be for now. Okay? For now. I'm just introducing Inko, okay? Because I can. Anyway, so what happens next is the next day, or when they get home, stuff happens. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna do a little time skip. I just gave you a bit of extra lore because that's a fun bit to do, I'll be honest. Anyway, so that was the first time they met Inko. Now, we're gonna go to the second time they met Inko. Well, not the second time. Well, eventually, later on, what happened is they actually once had to come to, Inko. They bumped into Inko again. And what happens is they actually were, running low on food, and they had no money. So they were kind of, in a little trouble here. Thus, when they had bumped into Inko for the second time... Oh, gosh. Okay, that'll be all for today. I'll be back next time.